perfect. You can see me. Hello, my friend. Sorry for that glitch. Hello, hello, and welcome. Thanks for joining me today. It's Judy from Team Unique. I am a designer on Unique in the Creek, or for Unique in the Creek. Thanks for joining me today. So, my friends, before we get into the design, I just wanted to let you know, in case you were not aware, Unique in the Creek is having a 25% off sale on wreath accents and decor sets. So florals, picks, things like that. If you go to Unique in the Creek and you click on the wreath supplies and decor sets, everything on that page is 25% off. The sale runs until April 30th. Hang on a second. Peggy, you can't hear me now? I'm hoping you can hear me. Hi, everyone. Hello, hello. I've got thumbs up, so I think people can hear me now. I apologize. I hope you can hear me. But anyway, the sale goes till April 30th. If you would please consider clicking on my link that is in the description box below, and click on that link first, then sign into your account, add to your cart, and before you check out, put in capital letters April 25 in the checkout box, and you will get 25% off all the wreath picks and decor sets that you put in from that page, okay? Not everything is 25% off. Just the picks, floral sprays, things like that, okay? Oh, you hear me. Perfect. Okay, sorry, everyone. If there was a glitch, you hear me on YouTube. Thank you very much. Lori says I should go out and come back in. But everyone's saying they can hear me now, Lori. Oh, hi, Elizabeth. Sound is good on YouTube. Thank you very much. Lynn, is the sound okay on Facebook? Hopefully. Oh, and Liz says YouTube sound and Facebook sound is good. Okay, perfect. Thank you, everyone. Okay, so yes, so please go do some shopping. If you would be so kind to use my affiliate link, I appreciate it. If not, no problem. Still go do some shopping. Always new supplies and some great things there. And of course, all the boards are available all the time. So they're fantastic, as you know, because that's why you're here. So today, last week was a surprise, right, my friends? I did a flower. But today I am going to be doing my typical wreath, okay? I'm using the ring board. I'm using mesh, florals, picks, all from the shop because I want to show you the things that you could use because Lori has a ton of florals and sprays, and some people may not even realize that, okay? So I'm here to show you a beautiful wreath, okay, for spring. So once again, I'm starting with the ring board. I did load my board already with the mesh. I will show you a piece of how I did it. It's just kind of redundant. I think most of you know how to load the board and put on the mesh, but I will show you how I cut it and how I folded it. Okay, and then, oh, Tina, I hope you get to watch a full tutorial this week as well. You don't have a call to go out. Anyway, I'm sorry, everyone, I was not able to address you individually and welcome you to the page, but thank you so much for joining me, each and every one of you. I appreciate your time. Okay, so the ring board is what we're doing, and oh, I was going to say, where the heck did I put it? It's right here. Okay, so it's this ring board, okay? I did every other set of the outside too, which is this right here. Sorry, the outside two and the inside two, but I did the inside ones. Let's see, I did inside every set on the inside, okay, and every other set on the outside, okay. The reason I use this mesh is because I had 3 open rolls of it. I actually was able to use one, but I still have a little bit left. Okay, so I chose this because I had it opened. Now I'm really trying to use up what I have. Well, that's never going to happen because, listen, I have a lot of mesh. But I'm trying to use up my open mesh or things that I could get rid of instead of, holding on to everything, right? So with that being said, I will pull you down to the board. I'm going to show you how I cut the mesh, how I folded it, and how I loaded the board, and then we'll go from there, okay? So let's see. We're going to bring you down here. Let me know how that view is right about there. Okay, so Carol Ann, I'm going to show you. I did it at 13 inches, okay? Now, everyone knows I have bad hands. I have trouble with the rotary cutter, and I have a heck of a lot of trouble with scissors. So what I did was I had a pair of electric scissors, but you know what? After bragging about it last week, I've had it for several years, it died. And I ordered another one. I ordered a different brand, however, because this was, for me in Canada, was about $25 cheaper than the Stalwart one I had. It's a different brand. I've never heard of this brand, but I'm thinking for, what I need it for, it should be fine, right? So this mesh is listed in the description box. I did put a SKU. I don't have the, I did have the little piece of paper. It's right here. It's a value mesh. It's called Sage with Matte Sage Foil. The item number, if you just want to do it, so you don't have to go down to the description box, is RE8101AK. Okay, so that's just the value mesh here. But it's a very pretty value mesh. It's got the metallic stripes in it, right? So it does a little bit more coverage, okay? So what I did was I just cut 13 inches. I'm just going to cut one piece for you. This is at 26, so I'm going to cut at 13 inches, okay? And see, it's much easier, at least for me and my hands, it's much easier to do that than the cutting motion or pushing. Okay, so again, I use this mesh because I had 3 open rolls. I was able to use up one anyway, and almost another one. Lori does not have this on the website any longer. I did purchase this from Unique in the Creek, but she doesn't have it. I'm not sure if she's going to be restocking it, but I did list a pre-cut mesh SKU down in the description box. So you could always use that, or you can use any mesh that you like, right, for your design. The reason I picked that green is because we're going to use this one. Now, in the light, the studio lights make it a little bit hard to see, but it's a very pretty, soft, sort of a mint green. It's got a brighter green and white check, and it says, "Welcome to our home." It's got this cute little dome with flowers and butterflies. It's a really pretty spring type, or summer. You can leave this up all summer, all through summer, right? So, hi Rebecca. Yeah, the shears are awesome. Thank you very much. So anyway, that's the sign. Unfortunately, it looks quite white in the camera, but when I get my pictures done later today, I'll post it on this thread and on Unique Wreath Creators, and you'll be able to see the picture, okay? So this green goes really well with this sign, okay, which is another reason why it worked great, that I had some to use. Okay, and what I did was, I think Lori calls it the kerfuffle. I don't use this one very often, but I thought I'd try something different, something different for me anyway. And you just fold it, the top to the middle, the bottom to the middle, so you have it overlapping maybe an inch or half an inch. Okay, you can either just pinch in the middle and bring the top to the middle and bring the bottom to the middle, or I guess that was the bottom to the middle and the top to the middle. I'm going to flip it over. Yes, Ruthie, this sign is from Unique in the Creek. Actually, everything I'm using today is from Unique in the Creek, except for one greenery that I may or may not use. If I use it, I will let you know that it's not, okay? But everything, all the florals, all the greenery, the picks I'm using are all from Unique in the Creek. And remember, it's the sale, right? The 25% sale off of all these florals and picks. So then you have this, I put the cut edge down, okay? And then I'm just gonna do this. Now, let's get me, just so you can see it on the ring board, because it's a little bit easier than on a full board. You just load your zip tie, okay? You're gonna put the zip tie right in here, just like that. Oopsie, there we go. I'm not left-handed, I gotta do it this way, sorry. Gonna make sure your edges are, you know, relatively even, okay? Then you're just gonna zip that up to the board, push that forward a little bit, okay? So it's gonna look like this. I mean, once you get everything in this way, it'll push this all together, right? It's going to push it together. Right now there's only one, so it's going to kind of sit out a little bit, right? So you're going to do that 13-inch mesh on every other outside. So you're going to go outside, 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 okay? And then on the other roll, the inside, this one here where I do the outside 2 holes, I'm going to put another zip tie right here, and I'm going to put another piece of mesh here. So every other row is going to have 2 pieces of mesh, and then every other row is going to have just the inside. Okay? So 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, all the way around. Okay, and you're going to do that exact same fold. Okay, so then you're going to need, let's see, 16, 30, you're going to need 40 pieces of mesh, okay? 40 pieces of 13-inch mesh, like mesh cut at 13 inches, okay? So 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, ignore these felt markers. I just did that for a different project. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, all the way around, okay? Any questions there? Oh, you got all your spring cleaning done? Oh, I wish. I wish. I haven't really started yet. Okay, so that's how we did the mesh. And this is what it looks like. Okay, and I wanted it full. You know me, I like full. So you're going to have 2 zip ties, 1, 2 zip ties, 1, 2 zip ties, 1. If you can see that. Okay, all the way around the board. Okay, you're going to flip it over. This is what you get. Now, this mesh, the reason I wanted to do extra mesh is because it's a little bit thinner. And I wanted to really cover the board to hold all the florals and the sign and everything else that I'm going to put on here. Okay. I'm going to do something a little bit different too as well. I'm going to use the inside holes, which I don't normally put ribbon on. I'm going to put ribbon on. Okay. So I did ribbon here. And the ribbon I'm using, okay, again, everything from Unique in the Creek. I'm using this beautiful crosshatch ribbon. I love this stuff. It's a glittered ribbon. She has it in pink, I believe. This beautiful lavender, orange, blue. I think maybe red. I'm not sure. Actually, I apologize. But this is also listed in the description box. It's a beautiful ribbon, really nice wire, and it's glittered. It's got glitter on it. I mean, it comes off a little bit, but not like overly glittery, okay? And then the other ribbon, unfortunately, she does not have this, but I'm using it because, well, I have it. I'm trying to use it up. It's this really pretty Swiss dot ribbon with the lace edging, okay? So I'm using those, and I cut those, can't remember, at about 14 inches, okay? By the time I cut the dovetails off, it's about 13.5-inch tail, not quite 14, okay? So cut your tails at 14, and then I find my length shortens a little bit when I do my dovetails, but that's okay. So I'm going to be doing probably 15 sets of tails. Now, I only cut 8 sets because I wasn't sure In the middle, you know, sometimes you don't need to put ribbon all around the middle if I'm going to put lots of stuff, like under the bow. I'm not going to need tails, things like that. So we will be cutting some more tails, but I am doing something different. I am just putting some on the inside, which I typically don't do. I thought, you know, why not, right? The yellow panty ribbon. Yeah, Deanna, it is pretty, isn't it? Again, hello, everyone. So right now I am, let's see here. I have to put the place where I'm not going to put tails because I'm putting the bow, which will be right here. So I'm not putting tails up here on the inside because that's where I'm putting the bow. And where are we here? That's lower. Okay, so right here is the inside mesh, okay? As you can see, the inside has only one piece of mesh on that row, and I'm going to put a piece of two pieces of ribbon here. Oh, hi, Tina Kelly. Thank you very much. Okay, so then you're just going to fold it a little bit. I like how Lori taught it. You crisscross it a little bit. It helps me get my tails sorted a little bit. You want it, can you see? You want to make sure that your tips are even. Make that little nub right there, and you're just going to put that tail right in the center of your zip tie. Zip it up. Make sure it goes in nice and even. And push down that zip tie, tighten it up. And yes, my zip ties do look longer because I don't have a lot of 6-inch left, but I have a ton of 8-inch for some reason. So again, using up what I have. So I am using the 8-inch. Okay, so we will fix these tails again as we go. It might even be too long on the bottom, so I might have to cut a little bit off. That's okay. But it's different for me, right, to use that upper, to use that upper row, right, because I don't usually do that. Let me get these picks out of the way. Okay, so then we're just going to go around and do that. Okay. Any questions on the mesh or the board loading? I just didn't want to keep you from watching me do that because, you know, it's pretty boring. Any questions, anyone? Okay, so just put those. Now I'm using my zip tool, cutter. Okay. Cut those zip ties. Again, I try to do everything I can to help my hands because they're awful. Now I am going to have to cut about 5, probably at least 5 more sets of tails, I'm thinking. But let's see what happens because I also need to make a bow. And I think I'm going to put my sign on over here before I start putting tails over there as on the inside row as well because I won't be needing them all, right? You won't see them necessarily. Hi, everyone. So, you know, I haven't been on a lot. Well, I've been on this page a lot. I haven't been on my own page for a long time. You know, we were away watching our daughter perform in Steel Magnolias, but now she's back. But she's not back here. She's doing another play. She'll be gone for about 60 days. So we're going to be traveling to see her, but we're also going to on the weekend to visit my mom. Because listen, my friends, it's my mom's 99th birthday tomorrow. My mom will be 99. So we're having a little party for her on Saturday. So we're going to drive down. It's a few hours drive from us, but we will be doing that. Can you believe it? She's awesome. She's an amazing, amazing woman. Okay, so the sign I'm going to put, this is the middle. I've got my hanging hole here already. This is the bottom. I'm probably going to go 3 up on this one. Sorry, wrong side. 1, 2, 3 up. Right this way. I'm going to put it on the right side, which I always like to put my 8-inch signs. Some people will put them in the middle. I've done that, put them in the middle. Holy crackers, I'm getting stuck here with all the ribbon. Oh, thank you, everyone. Yeah, you don't hear many people getting to 99, do we? I mean, she no longer lives on her own. She is in an assisted living home, which is fabulous there, though. It was brand new when she moved in a couple years ago. I mean, she lived on her own until she was, I think, 95. I think she's been there for 3 years now. Coming this summer, I think. I don't know. Time goes by so fast. It's hard to remember, but. I know, Lene. Thank you. I will let her know. She'll be tickled. Okay, so I put that sign on there loosely. I only put one cable mount on the sign, so I put it, so this is the bottom. I went 3 up, okay, from the bottom, middle. I think that's where we're going to put it. You never know. Might have to move it. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. I might put a set of tails here, which I don't think I'm going to need, though, to be honest. But let's cut some more ribbon, okay? I think we're going to need at least 4. So let's do that. I'm going to use my Badger Buddy for 14 inches, which I pull out this number 1. If you don't know what this is also unique in the Creek invention. It's the Measure Buddy, goes from 14 all the way to 20. Okay, it originally is 8, so you just pull out one side. And then if you need to add a couple inches, whatever you're doing, then you can pull out the second side. But I only need 14, so I'm pulling out side number 1. Thank you, everyone. Your mom just turned 90. Yes, amazing, eh, Teresa? Okay, so let's see here. I'm gonna do 4. Hang on a second. 1, 2. I'm gonna do 5 more sets. Okay, might have to cut more, but we'll see. So that's 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's a very nice weekend, supposed to be this weekend, so that'll be a nice drive as well. It's really sunny and beautiful here today. Got the windows open. It's great day here. Oh, okay, that's so hard on my thumbs. Anybody have trouble using scissors because of their thumbs? Okay. Okay, there we go. Any questions about the wreath? Any newcomers here? Any newcomers? Welcome if you are new. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Hopefully we have enough of this yellow. Geez, maybe not. Let's see what we got here. Oh, I might be out of this yellow. 1, 2, sorry, I'm off camera. 3. Oopsie. Sorry, I'm trying to do it on camera. I don't think that's going to work. I'm just going to take this off the roll too because it makes it a tad easier if there's no roll on there. And that'll be awful if I run out of ribbon, which I think I'm going to. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, only have 4. Okay, that might be a problem. Wendy, I live in Alberta, Canada. I'm not sure if you've heard of Edmonton. I'm just outside of Edmonton. If you've heard of Calgary, I'm about 3 hours north of Calgary, which is where I'm going. Dang, we might not have enough for the tails. Well, we'll figure it out. Oh, welcome, Linda. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. If you have any questions, please ask. First time watching me live. Have you checked out the rest of Team Unique? Carrie, Marie, Marianne, Jackie, and Lori, of course. Lori's the inventor and CEO of Unique in the Creek. So all these products come from her shop, uniqueinthecreek.com. If you're new to her supplies as well, please check it out. She has the best prices in the industry, I think. Okay, so we might have to strategically figure out where we're going to put our tails because I only have 4 sets of tails with this one. So by the bow in there, we might be able to hide it, or, you know, we'll figure it out. There we go. So this one's extra. I'll probably use this one in a bow. You know, no use wasting it. And that cross hatch ribbon is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay. Oh, did you watch Jackie last night? She's absolutely fabulous. Oh, you're in Buffalo, like Buffalo. Oh, Buffalo, New York. Well, that's awesome. That's just like 10 minutes away from where Lori is. I think once you get across the border, right? I don't think it takes her very long to get anywhere in Buffalo. Well, we welcome to you to Unique in the Creek. It's a fabulous group. We have a great group of people here. Oh, hi, Deborah. No worries. What are you cooking for dinner? What are you cooking for dinner? I'll be right over. Thank you, Liz. Yes, thank you. We appreciate all of you as well. Oh, hang on a second. I think I did something wrong here. Where am I going here? Oh, there we go. On the lower level. Here we go. Now, I did load my mesh, and then I went over the mesh with another zip tie because it's just easier on my hands to use 2 zip ties sometimes. It depends what kind of roll I'm doing. On a woodland, sometimes I'll put the same zip tie on. This one, I found it easier if I already had another zip tie. Okay, so this is where I'm going to put my bow right here. I clipped it so I don't put set of tails there. In fact, I probably don't need this set of tails. You know what? So to keep that set of tails, I'm going to actually snip this out, the one I just did. I'm going to snip that out and use it over here because I only have 4, remember, with this yellow mesh. So let's see what we have here. So 1 here. Sorry, you can't really see what I'm doing. I apologize. Oh, you're doing your first butterfly? Yeah, Lynn can fire up her jet. She's going to pick me up on the way, Deborah. We're going to come over for dinner. Cubed pork, mashed potatoes, and gravy. Oh, that sounds delicious. I need a good macaroni and cheese recipe. My macaroni and cheese never tastes good. The cheese kind of, not curdles, but it doesn't melt properly. It's kind of chunky, if that makes sense. Listen, it still tastes good. It's still macaroni and cheese. But it's not as creamy. I guess I need a creamy mac and cheese recipe. If anyone has one, send me a DM on Messenger. I'd appreciate it. Okay, so here we're going to put another set of tails on the upper row. And yes, very easy to make changes on the Unique and the Creek board. You just cut it out or unzip it, or, you know, untie your pipe cleaner if you use pipe cleaners. Thank you, Lynn. That's a great point. Very easy to make changes. So Paula, did you? I did a butterfly one. Did you watch that one? I did it before the kits came out. Actually, it was a purple, black, darker purple, and a lighter purple. I did. I think I did the roll petal. Anyway, I do have a butterfly video on the Unique and the Creek YouTube channel if you want to look that up. Oh, do you, Linda? Can you DM me on Messenger? I'd appreciate that. I would appreciate that because, again, I love mac and cheese. My family loves mac and cheese, but my mac and cheese just never tastes as good as I hope, okay? It tastes fine. It just doesn't taste as good as I think some are. And you know what? I'm going to put a set of tails right here, I think, if I can get it in. It's underneath the sign, but I want it peeking out past the sign. Let me see if I can get a... Okay, Paula, Lori's is probably where I learned mine, so definitely, yeah, if you have the stuff to make it now, please don't forget to post a picture on Unique Wreath Creators. And if you have not joined that group, Linda or anyone else, please go to Facebook. It's a free Facebook page. It's Unique Wreath Creators. All you do is ask to join. You have to answer a few questions, and everything on that page is Unique in the Creek. Okay, everything on that page is made on a Unique in the Creek board of some kind. Doesn't matter what board, but it's all Unique in the Creek. It's a fabulous place if you need, you know, if you need inspiration or you just want to see fellow other crafters create. It's a great page, and you get inspired, right? Okay, let me see. I probably shouldn't have put my sign on first. I probably should have thought this through a little bit, but you know, that's me. Oh, you get it tomorrow? Perfect. They're fun to make. You said you were making it, were you making it for your daughter, I think you said? She'll love it. She'll love it. See? Okay, so yes, the sign is there, but I put this, you probably can't see it because I'm not showing you. I wanted it to come out, you know, through the sign, so that worked out great. I have one more set of tails. Hang on, I need to stand up for this, I think. Okay, the top of the board is right here. Sign's gonna go there. Hang on, I just need to figure this out in my head. Bow's gonna go there. Okay, I have one more set of tails. Not sure where I'm gonna put it. Let's put that aside and make a bow. Okay, grab this monstrosity bow maker. If you need a bow maker, go to the site, get the Stow and Go. It's the same brand, Easy Bow Stow and Go. It's just a little bit smaller, a little bit easier to handle, and it's not quite as heavy, I'm sure. I don't have one because I've got this one, but... Oh, thank you, Lynn. Yeah, Creekers are awesome, right? Oh, thank you, Linda. I appreciate the recipe. Yeah. Alrighty. Oh, they're getting married in June, Paula? Oh, your daughter-in-law. Oh, that's awesome. The website is uniqueinthecreek.com, where you're going to go shopping. And today, Paula, is 25% off florals, picks, sprays, things like that. If you go to the website, once you go to uniqueinthecreek.com, click on Shop All, look at the categories. It'll say Wreath wreath accents and decor sets, okay? Everything in there is 25% off from today. No, sorry, from yesterday until April 30th, okay? So when you see me use picks and florals today, those are all on sale. I've picked everything that's on sale for my picks, and I'll show you what they are in just a second. And if you could be so kind to click on my link, which is in the description box, it'll take you there. You sign in or create an account, shop away, put at checkout in the discount box, put in capital letters April 25, and you will get 25% off all your florals, sprays, accent, things like that. Oh, no, to post the pictures. It's unique. It's on Facebook. It's Unique Wreath Creators. Unique Wreath Creators. Okay? You'll have to ask to join. You'll be asked a couple questions, and then you can post away. Okay? If you have any questions or need help, give one of us a shout and we'll be able to help you. Thank you, Tina. Yep, Marianne does every other Sunday typically. I do every other Thursday typically. Carrie Marie does every other Tuesday, and Jackie goes once or twice a week depending on what week it is. But she's typically Wednesday, Saturdays. Okay, the May schedule should be out next week sometime. Okay, so yes, please join Unique Wreath Creators. It's a fabulous group. You'll get great ideas. Okay, now friends, you know I'm not using all these, but I need options when I make a bow. I need options. Now, listen, I have way too much stuff I need to use. So I use about 5 ribbons in my bows, okay? Sometimes I use all 1.5, sometimes I'll use 2.5. Today I'm going to use at least 2.5, which I think are going to be those, because if you can see in the sign, it is kind of hard to see with the light, but the little birdhouse he's holding and his beard and things like that, it's a light brown, right? Like a light burlap color, okay? And it's got this, you know, I want to pull out some of this purple and pink in the sign too, okay? So I think I'm going to use that and the yellow because, well, it's a pretty yellow. It'll brighten it up a little bit. I think I'm going to do this butterfly too in here somewhere. I got to add some pink in there. So I think I might use a Swiss dot. I don't think I'm going to use this one. I think I'm going to use a Swiss dot. It's a little bit paler or lighter in color. Oh, or I also have a cabana stripe, which might be kind of cute. I need a purple in there, which I'll probably use the rest of that. So that's too many right there. Too many ribbons, right? Oh, maybe I'll use this purple. What do you guys think of this purple? So I'm kind of talking to myself. Oh, you did a dragon wreath. Well, good for you. Yeah, those are popular. What do we think about this flower ribbon? Okay, let's see here. Might be, you know what? I might pop some of this in, just put one loop. I'm just doing one loop of each ribbon, so I think I might pop this in. Why not? Okay, so let's pop this in, maybe in here. Okay, I think that'll be good. Let's try this. Let's try that, and then I think I might put the inside, the top inside loop in a pink or a purple, or a burlap 1 inch. What is that? 1 inch, 1 inch, and this is 1 inch. Yeah, so 3. I'm going to probably use one of these 3 1 inches for the center. Lisa. Thanks for joining. Okay, so let's start at the bottom. Okay. I cut my tails pretty long because I never know how long I'm going to make them. So about 11, 12 inches and twist. The flower ribbon, I think, Ruthie, yeah, I think it'll add a nice little touch, right? Again, I only use one loop on each side, so. Okay, so I'm going to make my first loop. Oh, dang, stay down there. Stay. This is thick ribbon, mind you, okay? I'm going to make it just shy of 7 inches, my friend, just shy of 7 inches. Actually, about 7 inches. Okay, again, sorry, I have trouble with my thumb, so that twisting action is a little bit slower for me. Let's try to do this, okay? And push that down. Now I like uptail, so I'm going to cut this one about that long. Okay. And again, this wreath will be good for, you know, all through summer. You won't have to change it if you choose not to. Then I'm going to do this pretty lace. It's got the same lace on the edging as that yellow Swiss dot, but burlap center, and it's a 2.5. Okay, we're going to go up here. Oh, perfect, Paula. Yeah, Tina will answer it and approve you. And then you post away and show us your talents and creations. That'd be awesome. Okay, so this one we're going to do like just shy of that yellow one, okay? 6 3/4 maybe. I'm not the best bow teacher or maker because I just kind of visually do it, but it's probably a 1/4 inch shorter than the other one. Okay, and then I'll cut it. I'm all twisted here, right about there. Okay. Sorry, I have to pin these while as I go because otherwise they go all over the place. Now, I'm going to put in a pink Swiss dot. Oops. Oh my goodness, look at that. I must have had an extra tail. A pink Swiss dot. Hard to see. Looks white on camera right now, but it is pink. It's a pale pink Swiss dot. Okay. And we're going to do this about 6 inches. This one's about 6. And 6. So what's everyone working on today? Are you taking it easy? Geez, Monday? I didn't do anything Monday. I literally just, you know, Mondays are kind of hard. I mean, I don't work. I'm retired. It's not hard. But I find it, you know, some days I just don't want to do anything. I didn't do any else, or I just cooked dinner. Oh, Lord. I was lazy, okay? I was lazy on Monday. Do you ever have those lazy days where you just don't have much motivation or creativity? You're like, yeah, I'm just going to take the day off. So that's what I did. Okay. Oh, I forgot I had this 2.5. Well, we're going to have to put this in on top of a 1.5. That's okay. But I like this butterfly ribbon, so we're going to use it. We're going to go this way. Sorry. How much is there? Oh, I actually have more than I think. Okay, we're going to go this way down. So the butterflies are that way. Oops, wrong way. I twisted it the wrong way. This way. I'm not used to starting on that side. So I'll make it as long as the pink one, about 6 inches. Okay, 1 loop on each side. Okay, it's upside down, so I'm just gonna cut it here. I've never done diamond art, Lisa. They sure are pretty though. I don't think I can do it with my hands though. I think that it would be too hard for me to do, but they are beautiful. Okay, so there we go. See how that works. Okay, obviously that's way too long. I'll just cut it so it doesn't look as weird. Okay, and then I'm going to put this floral one in. Go this way. A little shy of that one, about 5.5. I don't know why my ribbons are all getting tangled up today, but they certainly are. Hello, Susan. Thanks for joining. I'm making a bow. I'm trying to make a bow. Let's see here. That's a lot of ribbon, isn't it? That's okay. I want to make this a nice full wreath, so it'll be okay. Now, on this center, let me think. Pink, purple, burlap. I think I might do a purple, just to add it a little pop. And I'm just going to do a short little center about like that. And we'll see how that goes. Actually, that might be too dark. I'm looking at the camera. It looks a little dark. Let's see. No, I think it'll work. We'll give it a whirl, okay? Now, I use zip ties to tighten it up instead of a pipe cleaner. My hands are way too weak to do a pipe cleaner. I'm going to slide it under all my ribbons. You got to make sure it's under all of them. I'm going to take the tip and put it through the center where the ribbon is, and I'm going to zip it up gently. Okay, I'm just going to zip it up so it clicks. I'm going to grab a 20-inch pipe cleaner. Lori had these in the shop. I'm not sure if she still has them, to be honest. I've had them for a while. But if not, you can just, twist 2 pipe cleaners together if need be. I do like these just because of the convenience. Okay, so then I'm going to pick this up. And every time I pick it up, I'm going to squeeze with my thumb and pull up. And every time I pull up, I'm going to take my needle nose pliers and just gently squeeze that zip tie and squeeze the stack, and do up that zip tie. Pull that to the back. Okay, keep tightening it up so you have your stack. You can see it. Then I'm going to take my pipe cleaner, put it through, and then I'm going to zip that zip tie tighter. Okay. Hot Mess Express. And tighten up this bow while I'm pressing down that stack so you don't lose it. Okay, and tighten it the best you can. Okay, and then cut that zip tie off. I give my pipe cleaners a couple twists just to keep it in place. And this is where we're going to fluff our bow. Okay, first thing I do is I take all my tails. So I'm going to take all my up tails and pull them up. Okay. Okay, that's what I'm going to do first. Then I'm going to flip it around or whatever, however is easier for you. And I'm going to pull my down tails down, obviously, and then my front tails, bottom tails, however you want to call it, pull them down, okay? So there's all my tails. They're all different lengths, I know. I will dovetail them, and I also dovetail at different lengths. I don't go up, like some people will go up in inch increments in their tails, which I think looks lovely. I don't do that. I just don't bother doing that. I just cut them at different lengths according to my project once I get it on my wreath. Okay? I don't cut my tails until it's on my wreath. Okay, so we'll fluff those up as best we can. Just a little bit. You know, you want to break the bow, as they say, which means you want to get these inside sort of divots, you know, twisted up and straightened out, okay? Because that way your loops stay better. Okay, so let's see here. Kind of what we have. Let's see what it looks like on our project. The top of the wreath is here. I will show you where I put my pipe cleaners. As soon as I get it on here, let's see here. Sorry, just a little, there we go. Gotta twist that tail a little bit. Remove that marker I had on there. I always typically go one from the top. One next to the top. I will show you. On the left of the wreath when you're looking at it. Okay. Take that mesh, stick it under the bow so it helps the bow sit, okay? I sometimes will put an extra piece of mesh under the bow. If I find it doesn't sit properly, I'll take it off and just put a extra piece of mesh. Okay, so here we go. This is what it looks like, kind of. Now, okay, when it's not adjusted, okay? Now, the purple is pretty stark, but I think once we get all the florals and greens in, it'll be fine. Obviously, it's the darkest thing on this wreath is that purple, and it does kind of stand out, but I think it'll be okay. Personally, I think it'll be okay. Some people may not like it, so if that was the case, I would use a burlap or that light pink 1 inch that I had. You could put in there as well. What do you guys think? Think it's too dark right now? Let's cut these tails off a bit. Ouch. Okay. These ones I usually just slant. The little center ones, little 1 inch ones. So let's just cut these and then see how that looks. Then we'll add our florals and greens. I do have some of them already split apart. I haven't made the picks yet, but we can do that pretty easily. Are you guys liking these colors? You know, lighter colors, more muted, not muted, more pastel-y colors. Some people don't really like them. Personally, I don't decorate in light colors. I'm more of a warm gal. I like the darker colors myself. But this time of year, obviously, I do like it. And I especially like purple. Let's see what we have here. I may change those lengths of those tails as I go, but that is what we have so far. What do y'all think? Sorry, I'm just going to try to split this. Hang on a second. I want that yellow in the middle, I think. Sorry. Just trying to, okay. What do you think? After all that. Do you like that pop of dark purple? Oh, thank you, Carol Ann. I appreciate that. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you, everyone. Okay, so let me see if I'm missing a spot where I can put, I have one tail left. One set of tails. I think I'm going to put it right here. Okay, so let's see. Let's do that. I'm not going to waste these tails just sitting here. Let's put that in there. I think I have a zip tie already in there. Let's see here. One there. One will go here. Now, if you have that pre-cut mesh, this is a good design too to use with the pre-cut. Even though the pre-cut's cut at 10, you could do this mesh exactly the same way. Okay, with that pre-cut. 2 on every row, 1 on every other. Okay, you could also do that. Cut your own mesh, whatever. Again, I use this mesh because I had so much already opened. I'm not sure why I did that, but why I had different rows open. It might have come in a kit actually, and then maybe I opened it up to use another one for a project. Forgot I had the other one. You know, we tend to lose it, right? Okay, I think that one's a bit too long here. Let's see what's going on. Okay, might have to adjust a couple of these again. Well, I'm pretty sure we will. And then when you take your pictures of your cell, make sure you always get nice pictures, okay? Make sure you straighten out those tails. I know it's kind of a pain, but it certainly makes a difference in your pictures, okay? So that's that if you don't order any picks. But no, we're going to add picks because you know what? Today's pick sale at Unique in the Creek, 25% off. So this is what I'm using. I'm using this greenery. I love this greenery. Again, listed in the description box. But it's item F as in Frank, G as in George, 6630H1. Okay? I'm using this greenery pick. Thank you, everyone. Blues and teals. I love the blues this year. I don't know why I'm loving the blues, but I am loving the blues. Okay, so I am using this. I'm going to cut it apart because I know I'm already using it. Okay, there's 7 on each bush. It's a great deal. Oh no, maybe it's only 6. Pardon me. I think it might be only 6. Which if I 1, 2, 3. No, it's 7. I think I used one off of here because there's 7. I think I might have cut one already. Okay. So anyway, you could cut these even more if you wanted. You could break this down. They aren't pushers, but you could break it down even more. If you wanted just a little bit in one, you could do just cut off here and then use this one. But I think I'm going to use all full, but we'll see. Let's cut those apart. Some of these ribbons out of the way now. Okay, now I had these picks. We all know probably what these look like. They look like this, okay, before you cut it apart. I'm using a purple, or I think it's called lavender, a pink, and the yellow, okay? When you tear these picks apart, it comes in 3. There's a center piece and 2 wings, okay, 2 side pieces. So that's how I cut it. I cut 1, 2, and 3. So there's 1 at the top and 2 on the side, okay, kind of like that with a big stem. I just flared it out and cut them into 3s, okay? So I have 3 yellow. I have, oh, and they stick to each other, FYI. 3 purple, and I had 3 pink. Did I lose one? Oh yeah, hold please, it's on the floor. Okay. And 3 pink, okay? Also, I think I may use this if I need more greenery. Lori had this in 4 colors. She had it in lavender, pink, yellow, and white, I think. They're a great deal. Look how full these bushes are. Okay? And these definitely could be broken down into two. So you could easily get 1, 2, 3, 4, 16 pieces out of one bush, okay? The ring board has 16 sets of holes. So you could do every other upper row, every other lower row, whatever. There's 16 pieces, or you could just use 8 and have 8 left. But look how big that bush is. It's fabulous, right? So I pulled the pink and I pulled the yellow along with this greenery that I just cut. I might sporadically throw this in. I did pull these just in case because I didn't know how much greenery I wanted. I also have pink lavender. Now, she doesn't have the pink on the side anymore, but she has the yellow. So the yellow would look beautiful as well, okay? So I might use some of the pink. I also had it cut down, okay? So I may use some of the pink, okay, because I have it. So I wanted to show you options on the picks to use with this wreath. I'm not going to use all of them, of course, because that would be craziness. But look at this one. Okay, I may have to break this one down because look, this is perfect for this wreath with this sign because the little gnome has like little flowers and butterflies and stuff floating around his head. I think I'm going to use this. I'm pretty sure I'm going to cut this down. Let's see, how is it? So it comes in, hang on a second, let's just cut this. It's all tangled up, this sign there. Okay, so there's 3 like appendages, right? 3 appendages, 1, 2, 3, and each one will have a couple different cuts, okay? Pretty sure I'm going to use this, but look how cute these butterflies are. They're attached, right? You don't have to, like, look how cute. With these beautiful little pink flowers and this sort of dusty, sort of like greens. I love this. I love this pick. Again, 25% off. Okay, so we have lots in the bucket of magic today, my friends. Lots in the bucket of magic. Now, first of all, I think I'm going to try to figure out. Now, I was thinking I wouldn't break these apart. I was thinking I would just go yellow, pink, purple, yellow, pink, purple. So let's try that because if I don't have to pull them apart, it makes it a little bit easier. Okay, so let's start down here at the bottom. Now, I was thinking if I don't pull them apart, I could just fluff it out. Okay, fluff it out. I would have to cut these off a little bit shorter. Apologies. I have not glued in my glue gun. Let me do that. I don't commit though, as you know. I usually glue after my lives. But let's just pretend I'm gluing them in. Oh, and cutting those really thick stems. I hate doing that, but let's see. Okay. This is what I'm thinking. Now, it may not work. I'm not sure. It may not look right. I may have to make different picks, like Carrie Marie. She's the queen of doing that. Okay, but I might just use one of each. Now, make sure you fluff up your greens, okay? Don't put them in flat, like just without doing anything to them. You need to fluff them up. Make them perky. Okay. Let's see here. And I think I'm going to do it from the top. I think I'm going to do these ones from the top, and then I'm going to add greenery on the bottom, I think. Where's my pink? Here we go. Okay, so you take the pieces, and there's lots on these picks, right? Hi, Linda. Oh. I'm just showing all the picks that are on sale today that you can use in this design. Or, you know, you can buy for the fall, like for Halloween, and her Christmas picks are all on sale as well. So you could do that, so you could plan ahead, get 25% off. we know that season is coming upon us. In fact, come June, I don't do a lot in July and August. I mean, obviously for Unique in the Creek Lives I do, but I don't make any extra wreaths typically in the summer. But in August, I'll be pulling out my fall to start doing fall because, well, I love doing fall and winter. Not that I love winter, but you know, Christmas, I love doing that. It's my favorite, right? What do you think of that? Just not breaking them apart, I think looks kind of cool, okay? I think we're going to do that because for two reasons. It looks cool, it's a little bit different. And the second reason, more importantly, you don't have to break it apart and take it apart, put it all back together and, you know, take all that time. Yeah, I'm liking it too, Paula. I think that looks cool. Okay, so let's see. Where do we leave off? Purple, yellow, pink. Purple, yellow, pink. Okay. Now this one I'm going to have coming out of the bow. So I'm going to try to probably keep it longer. Which one do I want? Because I want it to poke out the top, right? Again, these picks are fabulous and they're all on sale, all of them. Remember, she only has so much stock, right? So get it while it lasts, my friends. Get it while it lasts. The sale is on until April 30th, while supplies last. So if you have your eye on something, make sure and pop it in your cart and check out using code April25. Okay, we're going to snug that in there. Again, I'll have to adjust these once I get them glued in. Purple, yellow, pink, purple, yellow, pink. Okay. So this is how it is flat, right? So you take and touch every piece, you know. Try to move it around so it looks a little bit better. I like to take these beads and I like to move them in the top, in the front. You don't want to have them hiding in the back because they're shorter, right? So now, see now? Yeah, it's pretty, right? Okay, yellow, pink, purple. Does anyone else love these florals? I love them. Yeah, there's, if you're in the States, they have patriotic star, red, white, and blues, and Christmas, and like I said, fall, Easter. Like if you want to get some, sorry, I'm not sure. Oh my goodness. Easter ones for next year. It brings it to life. Yes, Lynn, that's correct. Okay. Woo, that was hard. Alrighty. Okay. Purple, pink, purple. Okay. So this will be purple. And yellow. Okay, put this down too. Okay, that one was a little bit easier. Yeah, it's a great time to stock up, especially because we don't know what will be coming in and what will not be coming in. Okay, now this sign, I'm going to tuck that on the side. I may have to put some mesh here and lift up that sign a little bit, which I might actually do. Oh, there's a lot of florals though when you look at it that way, isn't it? Ooh. That's going to be a big one. Okay, and then I'm going to put this pink one in the bottom here. In real life, it's pretty full. I might not even need any of those other greens, to be honest. But, you know me, I'll probably use at least a little. Yeah, it's colorful, all right. You're off to start dinner. Enjoy, Margaret. Thanks for popping on. See you later. You may or may not have me shopping. Oh my, that literally went across my room somewhere. Hopefully my dog doesn't find it because We know how that goes. Okay, let's sneak this one in here. Now, I have to trim the, not trim them, but I have to, you know, maybe cut them down a little bit when I glue it in. Puff it up a little bit. And yeah, I think I am going to put a piece of mesh under that sign. But that's kind of what we're looking at, right? It's a little messy. It's got a lot of sticky outy things, but you know what? I like sticky outy things, right? It's like a wildflower look. Exactly, Diana. Thank you. Wildflower look. What do you think? Okay. Now, I think I may not anymore. I may not have to. I may stick some of these greens in the bottom now, because I put those flower picks in the top. And if I put them in the bottom, it'll just add some more, I don't know, dimension maybe. Not that you need them, okay? You don't need all this greenery, my friends. I just want to show you that Lori has some fabulous picks to add dimensions to your wreaths. I'm just going to put these gently in until, and then I'll show you. Because I'm going to bring you up and show you so you can see it better. I'm just using these greenery and these greens and picks to show you. You can use one of them, all of them, none of them, whatever you like. Okay, but the reason for these tutorials, the point of it, is to show you what you can do with the boards, okay? They are suggestions. They're not written in stone. We encourage you to use your imagination when you're making and designing your wreaths, but please feel free. Please do. If you like this design exactly and you want to do it exactly like this, please do. We love to see it replicated, and if you do, remember, please post on the Unique and the Creek Wreath Creators or Unique Wreath Creators on YouTube, no, sorry, on Facebook, and tag us so we can see it, okay? Love to see, I love to see if I make something and somebody replicates it, I love seeing that. So please tag me in it. If you do decide to do this design, I would love to see it. Again, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep all this in here because it is pretty full. And I never thought this would come out of my mouth, but it's almost a bit too full. Okay, a bit too full. Did I actually say that, you're thinking? Did Judy actually say that? Okay, yeah, I am going to put a piece of mesh in there to make that up. I'm going to show you how I do that, okay? Let's do that right now. I have this sign on, okay? I want it up higher. Now, I did have a piece of mesh in there, bigger, but I'm going to put another one in there. I'm just going to go over top that zip tie there. I'm going to go over those ribbon tails even with the mesh. It's okay. You don't really see those ribbon tails much. And I'm just going to take, you know, whatever's left on this row, which is about, I don't know, let me see how much it is, how big it is. It really doesn't matter. It's about 20.5 inches. I'm literally gonna woodland ruffle it up a little bit, just so you can get some height underneath the sign. Okay, and I'll show you. I'm gonna probably have to change the pipe cleaners on there because now I won't be able to reach it with all this mesh. Does that make sense, what I'm doing? I want this sign up higher. So I think this extra piece of mesh that I put will help it sit better. Let's give it a whirl and see. So right now I have 3 floral picks one in purple, one in pink, one in yellow. Cut them apart, so there's 9 pieces. Hang on a second. Hang on a second, friends. And then greenery, 2 greenery bushes. Again, I think we might cut those apart because they are pretty full. Now I'm having trouble with my pipe cleaners going in. There we go. There's one. Let's see if I can get the other one. Sorry. So sorry. This is just, you can't see a thing I'm doing. I apologize. Hardest part, I think. Putting on the sign. Okay. Let's see here. I'm not going to tie that up very high. I'm just going to let it sit there, okay? So now it's up a little bit higher. Let's see if... Sign yoga. Yes, Lynn, that is correct. You got to twist and turn every which way. Let's get this in here. Okay, actually this one I'm going to cut this off because you don't see it anyway. That way I may even put it somewhere else. Oh, please. Almost done. Okay. Actually, the one design I probably didn't need to put that ribbon up in the top because you can't see it anyway now. Okay, listen, my friends. I think there might be actually even too much in here. So, if that's the case, let's just take out a couple of these greeneries. I don't think I'm going to need all the greeneries. What does it look like if I cut it apart? Hang on. I want to see what it looks like if I cut it apart. Okay, so this was 2 pieces, okay? Obviously the bottom piece is smaller than the top piece, okay? Because it went right there. So that's how I cut it. Let's see if 1 piece would be enough. Or half a piece, sorry. I think half a piece might be enough. So that'll save you a bush of greens. Yeah, I think that will be totally fine. So let's do that. Let's cut these apart. Okay, so here is that greenery bush, okay? So you see, if you pull this apart, there's this stem here, like right here. I'm going to cut right there at the bottom, just above that joint. So now there's 2 of these and this, okay? It'll be fine. It'll be enough. Because I just want some greenery to kind of peek out through those ribbon tails. I'm sorry, this is the boring part, right? I didn't mean to be boring. I hope I'm teaching you something. We're showing you a way to use these beautiful florals and greenery. When I first started making Unique in the Creek wreaths, I started making flowers is basically what, but I love deco mesh wreaths. I always did. I could never get them to look right on a wire frame, never. I bought, and I'm in Canada, so I would order those work wreath forms with the twist ties from the States. It would cost me a fortune, like a fortune, to get them. But I bought them because I wanted my wreaths to look just like everybody else I was watching. I could never get those frames to work. Then I discovered Unique in the Creek, And I'm not lying. This is not a lie, my friends. It's the truth. Now my deco mesh wreaths I enjoy making. I enjoy how they look. The work forms never worked for me. Obviously, they work for many people because many people make beautiful forms or wreaths out of them. Not saying they're not beautiful, because they are. I personally struggled. So if you're struggling with anything, use a Unique in the Creek board. I bet you'll struggle less. You'll struggle less. They make it much easier. They're much easier to change. If you don't like something, you can change it. You know, easy to fix or redo. Listen, I've redone many a wreath. Oops, sorry, my cord's in the way. I apologize. Where did that come from? But it's not stressful because it's very easy. Very easy to do. Okay. Just poke that around. Now the sticky outy things again are a little bit too sticky outy because I haven't glued them in yet, but they will look better once everything is in there. Like this yellow one, for instance, way too long. Let's cut that off if I can. Oh, thank you, Lynn. Okay, that went somewhere too. My husband is the one that vacuums, right? So he always says, where the heck? Why is this behind the, you know, bar fridge or whatever? It's like, I don't know how I got there. I don't know. LOL, he knows. He totally knows. Okay. I'm going to bring the camera up a little bit just to show you a little bit. Now, this is not going to look right, my friends. The picks aren't in as good as I like because they're not glued. They're not adjusted for length, anything like that. But this is going to give you an idea of kind of what it will look like. Hang on, hang on. Hold, please. Hold, please. I am so sorry. Please hold. Okay. Sign's a little crooked. Up we go. I have to step back and see what it looks like. Now that top one is way too sticky outy, okay? This one here, way too sticky outy, so I'm gonna have to adjust that somehow, maybe like that. Maybe bend the pieces a little bit better. I always like to hang a little bit of something over my sign, like a little greenery or a little, you know, leaf or something. I always think it looks nice when you do that. Again, the florals are really mixed, like, you know. They are a game changer, Aylin. Oh, that's awesome to hear, Paula. What do you folks think? Do you like all those floral sticky outies? Or are you more of a compact, you know, less is more kind of gal? If you don't know me, I am not a less is more kind of gal. I'm a more kind of gal. But I do know when to stop, and I think this is probably it. Like, I don't think I need these pretty lavender picks, but again, you could switch them out. If you didn't have all those florals, you could put like lavender in there, right? Just lavender hanging over underneath the bow or something like that, right? Do you like it? Oh, thank you for the hearts, everyone. Again, after I'm off the live, I will go around, adjust the ribbons, adjust the greenery, make sure the florals. I was taught that the perimeter of your wreath should be the same all the way around. So you don't want something that's really sticky up. You know, if it sticks up here, it's got to stick up here, like when you do your imaginary line around, if that makes sense. I don't know, I think it looks okay. It just, you know, obviously it's kind of, you know, scattered a little bit. Because listen, my friends, there's a lot in there. I'm going to bring you closer. So this is what it looks like, okay? So there's the bow. There's the sign. Welcome to our home. See, and I'm going to make, oh, that's not in there. See, I'm going to make some of these greens hang over the sign. I always think that looks really pretty. Okay, so there's the side view. Okay, it's very full. Okay, you do not have to, again, put anything as much in here. But today, because of the sale, whoops, which is, oh, because of the sale, I wanted to. Oh, you know what, my friends, if you don't do lives, you may not understand. But it's hard when you're looking at the camera to go the way you're supposed to go, okay? So here we go. Do you like it pretty? You like the sticky outies? Yep. Thank you, Lynn. Oh, Deborah, you're always so sweet. The Judy Baker bow. Yeah, I do make my bows similar all the time. I'm a little boring that way. I just do what I like. And that type of bow with the uptails, I always enjoy the uptails. Okay, again, I may have to adjust these a little bit. But yes, this is a lot of the, not a lot, all the florals are on sale. The lavender picks. Oh, dang, I forgot about this butterfly thing. I might have to cut this apart and use it somewhere. Or at least part of it. Let me see. Where's a short one? I might put one. Hold, please. I forgot about these cute little butterflies. I'm going to... Dang, it's pretty. I'm going to cut this lower one off. This pick, look how pretty that pick is. Look, that's just one of the 3 edges. Again, these picks are on sale, 25% off. Let me see what I can do here. Actually, I'm going to break it down even more. I'm going to take this one, cut it here. Okay, so out of that, I went and cut, out of that one stem, I went and cut 3. Sorry, I'm going to bring you down again. I apologize. Because I think it's going to look really cute if I can somehow get these things to stick out with the butterflies and the bow. Like, how cute, right? Yeah, we do, Lynn. Every designer likes their favorite, or, you know, they do the certain mesh rolls, and, you know, we all have their own thing, right? Okay, this isn't exact, but this is kind of what I think. Oh yeah, that looks so cute. Look, look, look. Look how cute that is with the little butterflies sticking up. Yeah, I'm going to glue those into the bow. But like if it's outside and the wind will blow, along with the florals, it's wispy. I like the wispy, right? This pick, my friends, is so cute. The butterflies are already attached to these beautiful greens with the little pink flowers. Like, how cute. How pretty. Okay, so yeah, I only used 1/3 of that pick. So see, this pick, oops, the lavender, had 3 cuts on it. Let me see if I can cut this huge stem off. No, I can't. Okay, so I'll just cut this off. It had 3 cuts. It had 1 cut, 2 cut, and then it'll have this cut right here. Okay, so there we go. Now I'm not going to use these 2. Okay, because I don't need them. If you didn't have all these florals, you could just use this and cut these apart, because this one here, you'd be able to cut, you know, several picks on this and a few on this. But, oh, friends, you got to go get this. This is so pretty. Oops, sorry. Super pretty. Yeah, the butterfly is perfect, I think. But see, when the wind goes, it'll just shimmy and shake like that. Beautiful, right? So I'm going to save that for another day. Same with the lavender. I don't think I'm going to use any of the lavender. Okay, but those are also on sale. What else? These greens, all the florals are on sale. Don't forget the ficus leaves, my friends. Okay, I was going to use these purple ficus leaves actually in this. I kind of forgot about it. I don't think I'm going to need it. But I have, you know, lots of different ficus leaves here. They come in lime green. They come in purple. They come in regular dark green. They come in a light yellow. They come in sage green. What else do they come in? Red. They come in red. Anyway, all those are on sale today until April 30th. Okay, so go and load up your cart. Sorry, go and load up your cart. Get your supplies for the fall and for, sorry, lift you up here. For the fall and winter Christmas season, they're all on sale. Okay, so if you're looking for anything, just go check it out. Thank you everyone. I appreciate your time. Are there any questions? Anything about the sale or the wreath I just made? I will glue everything in and then I will post a picture again on Unique Wreath Creators and on the comment thread on this event as well. Okay. Oh yeah, these little butterflies are, look how cute they are. They're so pretty. You know, I had these, which I also got from Unique at the Creek. I'm not sure if she has these actually. I bought these a year or two ago. I had a few boxes and I just merged them all into one. But I had these bigger butterflies, which I may just sneak one in there just, you know, just cause. But these little butterflies, these little yellow butterflies are perfect. And look, they actually match my little, oops, they actually match this daisy butterfly ribbon I have here. But look how cute they are. I love the greenery. I love the greenery that's on it. It's like, it's not frosted, but it's like, it's not smooth, it's textured. It's a textured greenery. I love it. You're welcome, Lynn. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, my friends, I'm going to let you go. Any questions before we go? I appreciate all of your time. Again, please go shopping at Unique in the Creek. If you would like to use or to help me out, please use my affiliate link and use code April25 at checkout to get 25% off all your floral picks and wreath accents. Okay? Thank you again for joining me. I'm not sure when I'm on next. I'm not sure if I'm on next Thursday or the Thursday after, but the event schedule is the pic with the butterflies in your description. I'm not sure. I think I would have put it in there. I'm not sure. Let me look quickly, okay? Let me look quickly. Just give me a second. Linda, I will look for you. Yes, pink butterfly spray. I'll give it to you right now if you like. It's F as in Frank, H, 8160, T as in Tom, 8. FH8160T8. Okay, but yes, it is in the description box. Okay, any other questions? Thank you, Paula. Yes, and the description box on Facebook and YouTube. Correct. It's on both. Okay, but these are so cute. My goodness, so cute. Yeah, super cute. I might even have to go get some more of these for next year too. Like, I mean, super cute. You know, and if you made centerpieces, this would also be really cute. Remember, they're not just for wreaths, right? You could put them in a centerpiece, right? and add some florals, which I might even do with this because I just had these two left. I could make a super cute centerpiece for that. Look how cute. And then you add some more florals and greens and stick it in a nice little, or you know, pot, right? How cute. How cute is that? Right? Super cute. So anyway, that's also an idea. You don't have to use florals and the greens for wreaths. If you make centerpieces or on the rectangle board. Oh yeah, on the rectangle board. If you did a really pretty centerpiece on the rectangle board and you had two of these on the sides, like, and oh yeah, that would be really cute. You could attach them in the middle and then you could like, bend them upwards a little bit in the middle and then you could build around that. Super cute. Super cute. Oh, thank you, Beck. Thank you. Okay, friends. Well, anyway, those are ideas. All right. Go have fun shopping. Have a fabulous weekend. I will be going to see my mom for her 99th birthday, so I'm excited about that. And again, everyone, thank you for joining me. Thanks for your time. I appreciate your support. And we will see you either next week or the week after, okay? On Thursdays is when I go live. So please check out Unique in the Creek Facebook page. Click on events, and when the new calendars are up, it'll be listed in there, okay? So thanks again, everyone. I appreciate it. Happy crafting. Stay safe. Bye now.